Hi everybody, welcome to your practice. I'm Raquel and good morning. This practice, I'm going to focus on doing very stretchy, yummy poses to really wake up the body first thing in the morning. In just a few minutes, no props, no sun salutation, just yummy, stretchy yoga poses. So we're going to start on our hands and knees. So come down to hands and knees. And then to start waking up our spine, let's circle the ribs. You're going to press the hands down and then imagine the whole of your spine is inside a wine barrel. And you're just kind of moving those ribs up towards the ceiling, to the side, and then down. And then for this one, it's actually okay if you want to allow, the ribs to kind of sink down into the arms. I'm not going to focus too much on alignment here, just letting the body move. And let's do the other side. So now rolling the opposite direction, and you can drop the head as you do this. You can do this with your eyes closed, pressing the hands. Just do one more round, and then back to center. Now let's do our usual cat-cow. So inhale, looking up, press the hands down, and then as you exhale, curl it down, hug the navel in. Inhale, look up, sitting bones up and apart. And exhale, curl it down. Now stay curling down in the upper body, press the hands down. You're going to start the movement of cow with the pelvis. So now only the pelvis goes up, sitting bones up and apart. You're still looking down. Let the belly drop, press the hands, and then you look up. And now stay looking up as you tuck the pelvis in. Bottom ribs knit together, and the last thing, you drop your head. Let's do one more cat-cow like this. You're still looking down, sitting bones up and apart. Drop the belly, look up, stay looking up, press the hands down, tuck the pelvis in, belly in, and then you drop your heads. Good. And then back to center. We're going to do a funky thread needle, which is more for the back than the spine. Reach the left arm out to the left. Don't move the pelvis, and then the left arm all the way up into a twist. And then as you exhale, bring the arm straight forward in front of you as you allow the left side of the face to land on the left upper arm. Press the right hand down into the earth. And then you might notice that the left foot has moved a little bit to the right. That's okay. And then shift the hips a little bit to the right as you lean yourself back towards the left of the yoga mat and on top of that arm, which is your bottom arm. So breathing there. And then release. Bring the right hand down, come all the way back up to hands and knees. Do one cow looking up, and then one cat looking down. Let's do the other side. Now the right arm to the side and up. Do not move the pelvis. Try to rotate from the upper spine. And then as you exhale, thread your arms straight forward. Now the right side of the head lands on the right upper arm. You may shift the hips a little bit to the left, which is the direction that you can see, as you lean back on top of that arm. Just one more inhale. And then from here, press the left hand down. You come back into hands and knees. Curl the right toes back. Quick calf stretch to start. Just warming up the backs of your legs. And you release. The left leg goes back. And you release. Now curl the toes up and back. Do your dog pose. Usually the first one, I like to go like all the way in. I know I'm exaggerating, kind of dump into my joints here. But it's just the first one, and then you start to slowly go ahead and bend the left knee and then swing the hips to the left to get a nice side stretch here. And then same thing other side as you swing to the right. Do one more on the left, and then one more on the right. Back to center, inhale, plank. No chaturanga, just bring your knees down. Let's allow our spines to open up as you come to a modified up dog. Press the hands down, that's your back bend. And then slowly back into hands and knees. And then one more time into down dog. Now in this down dog, bring the
Right heel in about 45 degrees, and the whole sole of the right foot touches the floor. You're going to bend the left knee and keep the chest reaching to the thighs as you swing the pelvis to the left. More lateral border here of the hip. And then we switch. Left heel comes in, press the hands down, hips back. You swing the hips to the right. Good. And then all the way back to center. Inhale, plank. Knees down straight into up dog. Maybe you want to linger there. Look up. Your hands are always pressing down. And then hands and knees. And then a downward dog. Okay, let's do more side body. Now inhale, plank. And bring your knees down. Bring the left shin out to the left so it's perpendicular to your yoga mat. So you come into this modified side plank. And the top arm goes up. And all you're doing here is a big old side bend. So let the head drop. Envision the top fingers touching the floor. Good. And then all the way up. Do a little bit of a cactus pose here to open up the spine. Just 2 rounds of reaching the arm out into cactus. Last one, forward and out into cactus. And we release, bring that hand down. Knees to the floor and just straight to the other side. Left arm to the side and up. As you do your side bend now, side bending to the right. And really ground through the outer left heel. So really press it down. The hand that is on the floor continues to press the floor down. No sinking in that shoulder. And then the arm goes up and then out into that cactus. Moving the shoulders up and back. You can do a little bit of a back bend. And then one more up and then back. Release the hands down. Now both of your knees down on your mat. Step the right foot forward in between the hands. And you can even maybe scooch the back foot back. So slowly shift the hips back, flex the front foot. And then you go ahead and you bend, allow the hips to come forward. A few rounds like this. Just opening the 1 or 2 things for the main muscles of the body. Hopefully you're feeling groins here, hamstrings, calves. Flexing the foot. And then bend. Just one more going back, flexing. And then we bend. Slowly toe heel that foot back, knees together. Let's do the other side. Bending the knee. The hands can be on the inside of the foot or one hand on the inside, the other hand on the outside. And it's up to you the stance that you want to have here. If you have blocks at home, you can always use the blocks as well. But today, trying to keep it simple. Just breathing in and out of the pose. Not necessarily holding it or worrying about alignment. Just opening things up. And then we bend and bring that foot back. Now bring the right foot one more time forward. And this time walk the right foot towards the right of your mat. And let's have your toes, your right toes, facing towards the top right corner of your mat. And then come to the outer edge of that foot, so the pinky toe side of the foot. And then slowly do spider fingers and just walk the hands forward. Variation on lizard. Intended benefit is for this to get right into the hips. So one thing you can do is start to shift the body forward and back, forward and back. Or maybe you prefer to hold a shape. All good. And then walk the hands back. Walk that foot so it's in the center of your mat, both of your hands to the thigh, and then you come to upright. So let's do a big old twist. The left arm goes up. And go ahead, elbow on the outside of the knee. Fold the palms. And then look where your thumbs are in space, if they're way up towards the ceiling. We want to get the thumbs aligned with the chest. So the top hand presses down and see if you can revolve your spine
so you can do your twist. And we're going to hold this twist. You can look up, or you can keep the twist going up, but then bring your gaze down towards the front toes. One more. And then untwist and hands down. Just bring the foot back, hands to the floor, back into down dog. One more time, bend the knees, swing the hips to the left, and then up, we swing them to the right. Center, inhale, plank. Knees down, skip chaturanga, we go straight to up dog, opening the spine. And then back into dog pose. Bring the knees down. Other side. So the left foot is going to be a little bit to the outside of the left hand. The toes aligned, pointing to the top left corner of your sticky. As you come to the pinky toe side of that foot, then we do our spider fingers, reaching the fingers forward. Some of you might get more outer hip, some of you more groin, some of you more inner thigh. All fair game here. About 2 more, going forward and back. And then release, bring the foot to center, your hands to the front thigh. Inhale, now the right arm goes up. And as you exhale, hook the elbow and do your twist. Now you know what to do. You know you need to press the top hand down so you revolve your chest to the left and up towards the ceiling. Maybe look up. And like we did before, the body, the trunk is still doing the twist as you turn the head down to face towards the front toes. Try to breathe into the back body. Just one more inhale. And then slowly you release both of the hands down. And then walk the foot back. Place the hands up and back into dog. Swing the hips to the right any way you want. And then you swing them to the left. Back to center. Inhale, plank. Knees down. Do your up dog. And we all meet back in down dog. Walk the feet all the way forward towards the hands. Keep the knees bent, hands to the knees. And with a long spine, come all the way up. Left ear down towards the left shoulder. And make sure you're only moving the neck, not the whole body. So just the left ear to the shoulder. And then with the left arm, you're going to hook that head. Just encourage that arm to release, the head to release. And now guys, go ahead and look down towards the left toes. So kind of changing the angle of your neck here, but the top arm is still hooking your head. And you breathe into the right side of the neck. And then release, bring it up. Same thing other side. You hook the head to the side. For this one, just the weight of the arm is enough. You don't need to pull it down too much. And we change the angle by looking down to the right toes. Just enough hooking so you feel a different part of the left side of the neck open up. Good. And then from here, release. And then all the way up. Interlace the fingers behind you. And then open your legs a little bit wider than your hips. Bend your knees. Bend your knees. And then reach the arms all the way up and down, up and down, up and down. If you know your hyperextend your elbows, bend your knees now. And for a moment, allow the shoulders to go up towards your ears. And then you swing to one side. And then the other. One more time to the left. And then to the right. Good. And then from here, guys, release the arms down towards the floor. You're going to press the feet down and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Keep the pelvis tucking in. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You roll yourselves all the way up. The shoulders stack on top of the hips and the head is the last thing. Okay, to finish this off with your fingers, tap the top of your head. Top of the head, the whole of the skull. We're going to tap the whole body. And then tap the forehead, the cheeks. And now one hand down the opposite arm. All the way down to the hand, up the arm. And then the other one. I think this is from Qigong. Good. Now one of your hands makes a fist on that top chest. And then the other side. Now your fists on your ribs. Now keep your hands like that on your back. Going all the way down the back. Now open your palms on your butt. Sides, outer thighs, inner thighs, the quads. Keep bending the knees, outer calves, inner calves, backs of the knees. And then come all the way up. And see how that feels. Have a great day. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.